Greetings, this is Shakaama, formerly of Blogtv, of Shakaama Live, Shakaama.wordpress.com. Your host, Kevin Cardinale. This video is just an update of what I've been doing, what I'm going to be doing. I am a web designer. I lost my job at Cox Communication Cable Company 4 or 5 years ago, and I have not worked since. I've not had a let me rephrase that. I haven't had a job since then. I decided that working for other people is just horrible, and specifically as a black man, it's horrible because black men are last hired, first fired. And people want to debate about that. Oh, that's not true, and blah blah blah. Yes. I did look for a job here recently to try and supplement my income. It's not good to put all of your eggs in one basket. And for a lot of people, it's the exact opposite. They have a job, and that's their first form of income, and they have absolutely nothing else going on for them. Anyway, uh, as an adult, you really should own your own business. Do something that your family's good at, whatever it is. If it's cooking, if it's finance, if it's doing laundry, whatever. I mean, there are people who have businesses doing laundry. Come on, it's not a crazy thing. It's a reality. And so you don't have to go work for somebody else. If you are smart, why am I looking up there? If you are smart, uh, you will formulate your family and make them go about doing something so that you all can pitch in together and start your business, your family business. That's what the family business was about. And it used to be that there was no such thing as a job. There was only slavery, or you worked for yourself. There were indentured servants, but they were quasi equal to a slave. After, as a historical point, and I know I'm getting off topic, when they went to the Supreme Court after the abolition of slavery, the Supreme Court justices, when they were asked, was a job slavery? And the Supreme Court justices said, yes, a job is slavery. However, a contract, we have to uphold contracts. And if people contract themselves out as slaves, we cannot rule against that because we have to uphold contracts. But it was just very interesting for them to say that a job was slavery. That's all it is. It's nothing else. You were expected to grow up and join your family business, whatever that was. And everybody was supposed to have a family business. And the whole notion of trade was this person trading with that person. The farmer traded with other people. He wasn't just a poor farmer. He was that was his business. He traded with other people with other stuff. And it was very easy to be a farmer. You stick seeds in the ground, and half the time you don't even water them. You lived in a climate where water was abundant. Up pops the plants for free. And only until you get into all of this trying to terraform an area and farm in an area where it's not supposed to be that you get into all of this other stuff about fertilizers. But a lot of that stuff is trying to get better yields and better production, and to keep certain things down so that you can have a higher yield so that you can trade. Anyway, you get the picture. Anyway, what's new with me? I'm going to be testing for the Chartered Financial Analyst exam this year in December. that means I will be a chartered financial analyst after level 3. I'm taking on the level 1 this year. I am studying for that. Uh, a lot of people, they of course they don't want to see a black person get into that field, and they've downplayed me for years in my stock trades and my economic news and my financial news and my financial opinions and my economic opinions. Anyway, now I'm going to do it to such a degree that I'll have a complete career at it. I don't know where exactly I'm going to go with it, but everybody in the for the CFA members here in town, I live in Vegas, have told me that realistically I should move to New York, and I'll probably do that. That's my ultimate goal anyway, to go on Wall Street and be a part of the hated few. I've already been a part of the hated anyway. I was the son of a diplomat, so I grew up overseas, fairly wealthy. Um, I've been web designing, like I said, for about 4 years. No, more than 4 years. When when 2008 rolled around, all of my clients dried up. To such a degree that I went to a meeting to meet with a client, and when I presented how much I charge, they almost choked. They were like, "Oh, we can't afford it." I'm like, "What?" It was a nonprofit organ, and they kept saying, "We're a nonprofit, we're a nonprofit, we're a nonprofit." I'm all like, I know what they're trying to get me to do is say that I won't charge them, which is a big absolute no. Um, but they have 200 members, but they said they didn't collect membership dues. But they rented out baseball fields and rented out tennis courts and rented out whole bowling alleys, and it was a sports thing. Uh, I, dealing with clients is crazy. Anyway, in 2008, almost all of my clients dried up. Uh, I did get some clients after that, but it was clients that I hated. I mean, just really hated. I mean, just people you just cannot stand. And they even tried to send me work, and then people came to me in reference to them, and I ignored I ignored those people too. Uh, Simply because I just did not want to, because then the other client would come back and be like, "Oh, I sent you work and blah blah blah," and probably, "Could you do this for me for free?" Whatever. No. So I know it sounds stupid to reject work, but the end result is I was trying to save myself stress of having to deal with that client or other clients. Um, Working for yourself is hard. There is no boss. There is no alarm clock. There is no schedule unless you make it. Unless you tell yourself to wake up this time, to have a schedule. And there is also no pre-existing format for a how to or process, how to do a process. So if I say I'm going to do a website for somebody, I I don't work for somebody. I don't go, okay, I've taken care of all of the graphics. Okay, great, good. We're gonna pay you for this week. No, because I'm doing it all myself. I have to do the graphics and the design and the programming and then the editing and the formatting and making sure that everything is perfect. And then if any of you all are web designers, you know that you move something over and then you render it and the entire website goes. uh, so yeah, working for yourself is very tough. However, it does build character. But when you talk to people who don't work for themselves, it it is really annoying to hear stuff that they say. They take it for granted. They're like, oh, these people, they're done, and they're paying these people a chicken feed. Probably and always, as from for somebody who's working for themselves, I'm always going to side with the business owner because a lot of those people have absolutely no idea what it takes to run a business, how much it costs. I tried to expand my business, and I'm also in real estate. That's another thing. I'm a real estate investor. So I buy houses. Uh, Now I'm just flipping them, which means I buy them and sell them to an investor, another investor. Uh, I want to get into buying them, fixing them up, and then selling them to a retail customer. But that's on down the line. You have to have a lot more money. And I was going to have a deal, but my partner petered out at the last minute. He was supposed to handle all of that, and I had all of my other stuff that I'm getting involved in, and so I was going to fix up this fourplex, and everything was going to be rosy and blah blah blah, and he didn't get through with get the money. So anyway, back to the people with a job downgrading or trying to talk badly about the business owners and being paid what they're being paid. A lot of people who have a job do not understand taxes. They don't understand that they pay taxes, and on the other end of the side is a business owner who has to pay all of those taxes in the same amount. It's called payroll taxes. The business owner then isn't paying you $10. He's paying you more like $20. You just don't see 10 of it. He's not paying you $7. He's paying you like $15. You just don't see the other part of it at all. So these people that it's minimum wage, that's barely livable. No. The business owner is paying double what he gives you. You talk about how much you make, you're not understanding taxes whatsoever. As I was going to say, in my real estate business, I was trying to expand and go into, and I have friends, personal friends with money, and they wanted to invest it in me. I said, okay, why don't I go the legitimate route and make this formal and have these people involved in my business directly. I'm not just going to take somebody's, $10,000 and just, say, yeah, I owe you, and yeah, I'll get back with you. I wanted to make it formal. In doing research, I tried everything I could. I tried looking up partnerships, limited partnerships, full partnerships. I tried to look into corporations, S corporations, C corporations, full corporations, everything. And any time that I tried to go about it in a way that did not cost me $25,000 up front before I even made a penny, I knew that this entire game is completely rigged against somebody in a position like me. I cannot even, so I don't have that, but I have a business, but I don't have the business I want. I don't have investors. I can't take investors. I can't even take anybody's money. I would have to register with the Secretary of State. I would have to register with the SEC. I don't have the money for, and even to form an LLC, they were saying, what, if you really want to do it right, you need to pay about $5,000 to a lawyer, and he'll do it right. Because even if you do it, although they say it's simple, if you form your little LLC and you think that you're going to be just limited in your liability, nobody's going to sue you, and if they do sue you, they butt heads with the corporation, and they're not going to get any money, or the only money that they're ever going to get is what's in the corporation, and they'll never be able to come after you, is a lie. Because the judge will take a look at how are you running the business versus what you filed. If you might file for an LLC, but if you're running the business and you're not keeping books and you're not dotting your I's and crossing your T's, they can completely dissolve your LLC right in front of your eyes and let the people come directly after you. So they said, to avoid that, $5,000. No, I'm sorry, $10,000 upfront to a lawyer. That's just to form an LLC the right way. And I didn't just get this from one person. I got this from my entire community, uh, across the board, from people advising me from their own specific experiences involved in real estate investing, specifically with real estate investing. So I'm talking to people who do this as a living and do this for profit. Do it with a, yes, it might cost $20, $60. Yeah, I can afford that. But when you go to it and they said as soon as you make money, that owner of the house will come right back at you, try and get the house back, try and get all the money that you made off of it. He said they're gonna come out the woodworks. You buy some house for $10,000 off of some guy, and the house was basically a shack with the roof caved in, and you turn around and upgrade it and do your renovations on it and sell it for $150,000, that guy is going to come right back at you and sue you for $300,000, and your LLC is going to dissolve because he's going to get the judge to completely dissolve it for you. Pay your $10,000, do it right, and have the lawyer be the I can't think of the word right now, the representative of the corporation. It is, that's what's going on with me. I really don't want to make this video too long. That's what's going on with me. I'm doing the real estate, I'm doing the finance, I'm still doing the web design, web and marketing. I would appreciate, and I'm still gaming, I'd appreciate any comments, subscribe. Sorry, I took that vacation, but I was going through some things. I'm all good now and happy-go-lucky, and I got what, like $2,000 worth of stupid equipment, and it's still not even what I want. I want the whole green screen, the whole 9 yards, and this camera sucks. This camera is like this big. It's terrible. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. I'd love to hear your comments. If you have anything to say about finance, message me. If you play League of Legends or whatever, you can find me, same name. Anyway, thank you.